Good morning, everyone. It's me, your host, Simon Dexter. I'm sure a lot of you are at school right now, so you probably won't be seeing this until after. But if I recall, some people have today off. Well, you'll see this one way or another. So, there has been a Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared update. I know, I haven't talked about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared since October. That's because I haven't done anything since October. I know a lot of you are waiting to see my opinion on 3. Just wait till after I'm done talking about this and we will talk about it, because I'm sorry I dropped the ball there. I'll get to that in a minute though. So, we finally hear from Becky and Joe what's going on with Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared for. Like I said, last video was on Halloween. We haven't heard shit since. But now we know kind of what's up. So, they have indeed assured us they haven't just run off with our money yet. That's their own words. But due to real-life situations, they do not explain what these are, but something in the real world has fucked them up, and shooting will not begin until mid-February, which means we can expect the video about maybe March, late March. I'd have to assume, like possibly March 31st, because I think they started Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared 3 in September, the filming, that is. So, I don't know what's going up, but hey, on the bright side, we've got this picture with us. This picture is entitled Gilbert the Globe. I don't know if he's going to be an important new friend, like the butterfly or the everyone else, or if he's just sort of like, you know, the rabbit that was teased in the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared 3 teaser update thing. I don't know, but what could possibly this globe mean if he's the friend, or if he's just involved? That's kind of hinting towards something. I suppose one possible guess would be they might be learning about cultures in the next episode, like cultures and people around the world, which a globe would make sense, because you gotta keep in mind most of the stuff they want to do is abstract ideas, which they can fuck around with as they so. I'm sorry, guys. Please. So, my guess is cultures. Sorry about that, guys. My lung just tried to escape from me. Not today. So, my guess is cultures, maybe tolerance of other people's cultures, which then they can probably show how indeed divided we are, and how racist people are, and how stupid people are. I see if that's the way they're going to go. I like it. I like it a lot. Can't wait to see it. And I know not a lot of people follow my Tumblr, so I'm going to start repeating information, so if for some reason you are following both, you're about to start hearing some stuff I've mentioned before. If you've seen the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared Kickstarter page, you notice that there's a little line of people with the notebook and the clock, and it shows 4 question marks. And people have noticed that the 4 question marks are the colors of the 3 main characters plus sort of a mystery one. And we notice that the question mark right after time is yellow. And that episode, Love, was about the yellow guy. And if my memory serves, that means the next episode should be about the red guy. So, maybe our good friend the red guy will be learning about different people in different places around the globe. Who knows, right? I think that's about it for the update, though. Because they said they've been working really hard on it, so I'm assuming they've been working on, you know, ideas, storyboard, script, starting on props, stuff like that. It's a very big, long process, guys. We gotta remember that, because keep in mind, they're using a bunch of different mediums. They're using live-action puppets, which means they have to make brand new puppets every single time, and then every set in the background they have to make, and then their props and other various things that just come into play with the live-action part. Then they animate things. And they do both types. They do both 2D and 3D and varying types of animation, which means they're probably working with a couple of different people to make the various, you know, backgrounds and little shorts that they do in between scenes. So, it's an extensive process. We cannot forget that this is a lot of work, so it's going to take time. I'm just glad that they finally got to us. Frankly, I thought they dropped out for some reason. I was nervous, because we hadn't heard a thing since October. Nothing. So I was getting nervous. I'm so glad they finally said something. Don't give me a heart attack like that, guys. So that is it for the update. I think let's talk about some old news. I figured I told you I was going to update on lots of things, but it kind of all fell through. Because, you see, guys, one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to do sort of react and review videos. Sort of, you know, how you see on the internet, and they're always really popular. Whenever something big comes out, you get a little face cam the thing, and they're watching, and you see them react the whole time. And I thought that'd be really fun, but every program I used didn't work. I'm assuming it's my computer. My computer kind of sucks. You haven't noticed. Like, I have a mic plugged in, and I don't think it's reading me, because I think I need to set it to something. I'm just probably being stupid. But it didn't work, and then they didn't say anything at all, so I couldn't update on anything. But I actually did get a few of my Kickstarter rewards. Like, I got my shirt. I went with the third design, because I really liked the little money guy design. I thought he was neat. And my parents think they're fucking funny, because I wore this around them a couple times. And every time they point to my shirt and they say, "Did you save the puppets?" It's gotten to the point where I just say, "Yes, Mother, yes, I did save the puppets." And I also got my poster. I'm a little bummed about my poster, though, because it got smashed in the mail for some reason. I guess the trip to Utah was not good to this. But I'm keeping it in its tube until I can get a frame or something, because I don't want it to get messed up further. But I love the design of this thing. I know it looks upside down, but it is upside down. My bad, guy. Yeah, I love the design of this thing. I think it looks really surreal and cool, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, but here is Becky and Joe's signature right around here. Oh, I can see. Signed, lovely, keeping it forever. Once I have time, I'm going to put it in a frame and shove it behind me, but there are probably going to be other things to deal with beforehand. We'll get to those when we get there. So, let's talk about Don't Let Me I'm Scared 3 a bit, huh? So, there was about kind of mixed reviews when 3 first came out. Some people really liked it, some people didn't like it at all. But here's the thing. 2 was kind of in the same boat for a long time, because it was very different from 1. And that's what I love about these guys. They always mix it up. And you know me, I hate reading the same shit over and over again, so when I actually see and read things that are different, I get a little excited. And with Don't Hug Me I'm Scared 3, I loved it. They picked a better thing to call it, because now I can't say I love it without feeling dumb. But yeah, I really liked Don't Hug Me I'm Scared 3. It's probably my favorite so far, actually. Like, I was going to do a top favorite lessons I want them to do, but I didn't really get to it because I was busy trying to keep the October month full, and by the time Halloween came around, the video came out, so. But in this top lessons list that never happened, love was at the top. I knew they would do crazy and creepy things with love, and they did not disappoint. Whew. Man, that was a great episode. And I just love that it went with the more underlying subtle thing. Because you see, with creativity, it was more about censorship. Time was secretly about death, semi-secretly. And this was all about fanaticism. More like treating love as if it were a cult. These are sort of the crazy, annoying Westboro of the puppet universe. Take that, Westboro Church. And man, is it great. And one of my favorite things about this is I love the friend. I'm kind of disappointed he wasn't an object, and a lot of people were too. But I like the difference. I like that he was a very different character. And one thing, I just hate that they do this on Tumblr, because I follow the fandom really closely, and frankly, the Don't Hug Me I'm Scared fandom likes to fluff up the characters by a lot, make them really cutesy and fun, and I like that to a degree, but I don't understand why they're treating Shrignold, the butterfly, as if he were just this annoying or cutesy thing when he's honestly, he's such a sinister and one of the creepier characters. Like, he's fantastic. He's got that perfect, all the time, happy, cultist leader thing going on. It's beautiful, and I love it. I did it again. But yeah, It wasn't as hardcore as the previous until kind of the end, but we'll get to that in just a second. But that's what made it good. It was going in a totally different direction. It wanted to be more of a psychological, unnerving thing rather than a full-blown, freaky thing. And I respect that a lot, and it has further proved to me that Becky and Joe are geniuses. That's kind of it for my review. The only thing that kind of sucked about the episode in its entirety, because I like most things. Like, everything was cool. I really liked the scenery. It was very bright and vibrant and colorful. We haven't seen much of that, and so that was fucking beautiful. And multiple puppets was nice. Some people thought that was confusing. And it's like, okay, you can't handle more than one character in your show. How the fuck do you watch anything ever? You can't handle more than one puppet? And they weren't even important. They were just sort of there to add extra lines to the song. And I like them. And it sort of showed the more cult mentality to have more than one puppet. Yeah, I like that. I like the really vibrant backgrounds. I love the story of Michael and how much of a jarring change of scenery that was. That was beautiful. And it's not the catchiest song. That wasn't the catchiest part of the song, but it was a thing. And I loved the music. By far. Some people say it's not as catchy, but I really liked it. I could sing that song almost front to back. There's a few parts I kind of forget, but it's because it's the longest song in the entire series. Every other episode's about 3 minutes long. That one was 6, so that means the song was about 4 minutes long. That tops. I don't think that's a word, but whatever. And there's something pointed out that I have to agree with strongly. Shrignald the butterfly is the best singer out of all 3 friends. Like, Paige was nice and bouncy, and Tony didn't really sing. He could talk sing, but I really liked his song still because it was bouncy and fun. Shrignald was a singer, and I liked it. And it was just something we hadn't seen much. Now, I keep forgetting what I'm trying to talk about, what I'm trying to complain about. It's early, by the way, for me anyway. But one thing I didn't like is I didn't like the last minute. What the fuck was that worm thing? Why was it there? What was the point? That was just stupid to me. But most of the time, I just sort of stop the video before then, just so I don't ruin it for myself again. I was not a big fan of that, and I don't know why it was there. Except for maybe kind of shock factor, and you know how I feel about that. But yeah, okay, I finally got to do an update. I finally got to talk about Hunger Games Scare 3. I am satisfied. Hope you guys are too. I'll be trying to keep a close ear to the ground, but their updates are very infrequent and few. This is the first one we've had in a long time, and now that I've talked about Hunger Games Scare 3, I have nothing else to talk about. And I showed you these, and I don't get any other rewards till later. I got my virtual downloads for the first 3 episodes, but I can't really show those off, because you can just watch those on YouTube. And yeah, I don't get the rest until that series is done, which isn't going to be for a while. But anyway, yeah, I'm satisfied. Hope you are too. I will keep you up to date as much as I can. If they say anything, I will be the first to let you know. Hopefully. And I will see you all real soon.